It's years back. Got this baby on the highway. Yes, sir. Alright, YouTube. Take this baby on a little trip right quick. Make sure everything alright with her. YouTube, what's goody? It's your boy Southside Nate, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, we gotta do some work to the daily drivers. Now we're gonna start off with the Max. Now the Max has a check engine light on for a shifter mount function. So I gotta put some shifter solenoids in the transmission. The thermostat needs to be changed. It's not circulating the antifreeze. Heat not coming on. Had a problem with the antifreeze and that baby not too long ago. Got that squared away. Now she need an alternator. But gotta put a thermostat on here too. I got a headlight restoration kit. She got some new headlight bulbs. Before it get too cold out here, we'll go ahead and get it all the way right. And a charger. So around Halloween, the charger was having some issues with the coolant, where it was building up pressure in the cooling system and it bust the top radiator hose. So I replaced the radiator hose. Thought having an issue with the thermostat, but that wasn't even it. The problem was that it had an air pocket in the cooling system. So it's a certain way to bleed the cooling system on these cars. As long as I had this car, bunch of stuff I done did dealing with the coolant. I even put a new water pump on here not too long ago. I thought it was a water pump problem. I took that off, checked the thermostat, checked the water pump, everything was cool, just to figure out that it had an air pocket in there. But like I was saying, as long as I had this car, I just figured out the correct way to add coolant to this vehicle. And I'll show y'all that in a moment. But yeah, I gotta put an alternator on it now. Now the alternator is done for, it's not charging the battery. The battery brand new, so the battery fine. It's gotta be the alternator. I'm gonna slap a new alternator on here. We gonna work on the Max first though. But yeah, like I was saying, shift the solenoids. Already been to the Nissan dealership and got the transmission fluid. So shift the solenoids, headlight restoration, and thermostat. See if we can get this baby all the way back to running 100%. Get that check engine light off, because we do got to renew the tags on this. Yeah, we got to renew the tags on everything. But I like to do it all at once. So I ain't gonna do too much more talking, man. I'm gonna go ahead and find me a starting point. We're gonna get busy, baby. Let's get it. So what I just did was I got the battery and the battery tray up out my way. That baby nice and dirty up there. I wish I had my little air compressor with me so I can blow that out. I do have my shop vac. I'm definitely gonna have to clean this up before I put this baby back together. But like I was saying, I got the battery tray and the battery out of my way. So that's the transmission pan right there. Give me a little bit of clearance. I'm gonna go ahead and get the car jacked up so I can have some clearance to get up under it. Go ahead and drain the transmission fluid and start taking that pan off. Transmission fluid for this baby was expensive too. I know I did a drain the field on it a couple years ago. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, I just held my hand up there while I was draining so it won't shoot out of there and splash everywhere. Trying my best to do this as clean as possible. We're gonna let this drip while I get my tools together for the transmission pan. Alright, so I got the pan off. Boom. Yeah, that's the gasket maker stuff I seen on the screws. But those right there are the solenoids. And I believe it's 8 of them. It's 3 of the junks at the top, 3 of the long ones, and 5 of them small ones. They all are a certain color. So the replacements I got are the same color. So I'm gonna replace them one at a time, making sure I get the right color in the right spot. Those are the new solenoids right there. Like I said, they all color match, so I'm just gonna swap them out one at a time, make sure I get the right one with the right color, and go from there. All right, YouTube, so I was fighting with the connectors. The connectors is hard to get off. So on each one of the old solenoids, I just had to break the housing for the connector to get it off. And this the new one. But that's what I was trying to do when I had the time lapse on, but I could not get the connectors apart. So I just went ahead and broke these. These going in the trash anyway. All right, so I got all the solenoids swapped out. These are all of the old ones. Transmission got a good amount of metal shavings in there too. Got my fingers crossed that this worked. Should have done this a long time ago, honestly. And these connectors was way easier to get off of these small ones. You just push it inside, pull it right out. These right here was pretty hard. That's why I ended up breaking that part right there just to get them off. But yeah, so got all the solenoids out of there. And I got all the new ones in. Everything back connected, all the brackets back on. All the bolts are in there tight. So what I'm about to do now is clean up this gasket maker off of the pan and off the transmission. Put some new gasket maker up there and get this pan back on there. All right, it's the next morning. I let the sun catch me yesterday, but I did get the gasket maker. As you see, I got the transmission. I got all that gasket maker clean off of there. And I also got it all clean off of this pan. All right, as y'all can see, just finished getting that pan back on. Now I used the red gasket maker because that's what was on it. So I used. They said it take 3 hours to set, but I still got to change this thermostat, so I probably won't put no fluid in it till tomorrow or later on tonight. I fill it up with fluid. All right, so here go the new thermostat in the housing. I done got this stuff over here out my way. I think it's a fuel box in the reservoir and a bracket that the fuel box connect to. Not many bolts, about 5 bolts and all, get all that out of the way. There go the thermostat right there. I already got this big hose loose. I got the clamp back on the small hose. I just really can't get up in there to wiggle it off. So I might try to go ahead and get this out. Then once I get it up here, finish getting that hose off. We're gonna see. Yeah, I grabbed this because I want to see exactly where the bolts are located. So one in the back, one in the front, right here, and one at the bottom. Alright. Ain't gonna do too much talking, man. I'm gonna keep getting busy, baby. Let's get it. Okay, I got the old thermostat off. Piece of work. It's just that the bolts kind of hard to get to, but with a couple of extensions and some swivels, ain't nothing. I know I seen a couple videos with one dude say he took his belt and stuff off. Another dude said he jacked up the engine. I ain't did none of that. All I did was move them things out the way. Got me some swivels and some extensions. Snatched that baby off. But now I'm about to see about getting a new one put in, so I can fill this baby up with fluid. And then we'll get started on the headlights. So I got the thermostat on. I gotta go get a clamp for that top hose, the little one. The smaller hose, I just screw up that clamp, getting it off. That's the only way I can get the hose off. But I'm gonna go to AutoZone and get a small clamp for that. So all I gotta do is put the brackets and stuff back on, put that clamp on, fill it with fluid. I think it's 2 o'clock now, so it took me about an hour and a half to do that. Yeah. Yeah, baby, when I go, okay? But yeah, all I gotta do is put the panels back on, add fluid, and she done. So I got the transmission, solenoids knocked off the list. I got the thermostat knocked off the list. Now it's time to get on the headlights. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bump out my way so I can get these lenses out. Try to have all this done before it get dark. That way I can put everything back together. And go ahead and fill it up with fluids. And we can test this baby out, man. See if we brought the Max back to life. Definitely trying to get the Max back on the road, but she been down for too long. Like I said, I did have it to the point where we can drive it. But after you drive it for a while, it'll get hot and the transmission will start jerking. But it'll drive fine for about 30 minutes. 20, 30 minutes, it'll drive fine, then she'll start tripping. So hopefully, fingers crossed that the transmission solenoids fixed that. Fingers crossed that the thermostat fixed the reason why the heat wasn't coming on. And fingers crossed that we can save these headlights and not have to buy new houses. Let's get it. All right, got that bump off there, baby. Yeah, it got bolts up under there that you can't access without getting the bump off. It's 3 of them, 2 over here and 1 over here in the front. Had a little antifreeze hiccup with the bubble earlier this week. Had to go fix it. That drivetrain is still for sale. $800, engine and transmission. We been daily driving it. She about to take that baby to the grocery store right now. Motherfucker sound good. She ain't even got no pipes on her. Damn, bubble sound good. Yes, sir. Like I was saying, engine and transmission is for sale out of the bubble. $800. Strong engine shit. Drive it all the time. Had that bitch up to about 100 on the highway on my way to work. Shit. But yeah, I ain't gonna do too much more talking. I'm gonna finish getting these houses out. And then we gonna go from there, baby. Let's get it. All right, I got them babies out. All right, I got a few things right here. This right here is the rubber sealant. They go around, and I told you I'm gonna try to open them up and reseal it. This the headlight restoration kit. Try to clean the lenses up. And these right here, the headlights. They come with a ballast, the bulb. Hopefully it's right. So I'm about to see once I get everything opened up. Make sure everything is right. That's where I'm at with it, YouTube. Now all I gotta do is add the compound and buff out the 3,000 grit scratches. But here, that's looking good. Really hard to tell on this one because it got that condensation on the inside. But I did the same process on that one as this one, but this look real good. I'm gonna hit this one with the compound first. I am still gonna open them up so I can reseal them and make sure they don't get that condensation in them no more. I just wanted to turn y'all off. I just want to show y'all that right quick, close up. Yeah, it look good. That's wild. All right, let's finish them off. Perfect. Oh yeah, I'm bringing them babies back to life. Now the inside still got condensation on it, so I gotta get in it, open it up, get the inside clean. But these babies are 10 times better than what they was before I started. I know down in that corner right there is dirty, so it got a little tint to it, but it's just cause it's dirty. But yeah, I done brought them babies back to life. Let's get it. Perfect. All right, so this is the final product. I done open them up, dry them out, clean the inside out. Now all I gotta do is seal them back up, swap out the bulbs, put them back on the car. They look 10 times better though. You can actually see through them. This one still look a little better than that one, but they still better than what they was. Okay, YouTube, it's time to wrap this baby up. Got the headlight sealed up. I just went to AutoZone and figured out that this baby take regular headlights. So I guess whoever the previous owner was, they put them aftermarket shits in there. And I'm not going back with them. Cause the ones I ordered is wrong. But right here on the back of this housing, for each light, it tell you exactly what bulb you need. This the low beam. And I think this is just like a turn signal or something, parking light or something. But it said right there on the case, of me and the dude at AutoZone just figured that out. Cause I ain't want to buy these lights and they wasn't correct. But we looked it up. That's what come up when you put it in the car, and then it was on the housing too. So fingers crossed it at work. And I'm gonna send them other Jones back and get my money back from them. They cost about the same price, roughly about $55, $60. So yeah, boom. Got this squared away. Now I can go ahead and put fluid in it, put all my stuff back over here. I already got my battery tray and everything back over on this side, so all I gotta do is put trans in and put the battery back in, boom, slap the headlights back in, and it's go time. So I ain't gonna do too much more talking. I'm gonna go ahead and get busy, baby. Let's get it. Boom. And just like that, I got that baby put back together, YouTube. And those headlights does work. Got the heat blowing in there now. And the transmission do seem to be shifting a little better. When you go and drive, it do still seem a little, like a little rough shift. But we'll see in due time. I don't had it running for about 10 minutes. I don't spun it around the parking lot a couple of times too. But yeah, probably have to wait till it get dark to check them headlights out. She blowing heat. It's turn the headlights on. Yeah, regular headlights, man. I ain't messing with no HID. I don't know what that was I ordered. But these regular jumps right here is it. They gonna work out perfect. And I do gotta order the other bulbs for it. Well, I ain't gotta order, I just gotta get the other bulbs for it. I'm glad to know that they are on the casing. But yeah. Hey baby, done. I know she ain't got much gas. About time for me to do an oil change on her too. Yes, sir. She throwing the reverse real smooth, neutral. Drive, see, it ain't too bad. You just get a little, you know what I'm saying? But shit, see if I can spin around the parking lot one more again before she run out of gas on me. I gotta clean this baby up. I think she all the way back now. Like I said, not too long ago, I did some work to her. Both of the cams, it got 2 cam sensors. I replaced both of them, got it back up and running. So we'll just use it to like go get the kids from school, drop the kids off at school. We won't really drive it too far, drive it to the grocery store or something like that. But then notice that I drove it to work one morning and I had to be to work at 3 a.m. I got to work, on the way to work, I noticed, I'm like, it's dark as hell. So both of the headlights was out. Like I drove all the way to work, 3 a.m., no headlights. I had already left the house, I wasn't about to come back. I just thugged it out. Couldn't see shit. I mean, not a damn thing. We're going to get out of Buddy's way. But yeah, man, I think the mat is back. I'm going to test out all week. I'm off today and tomorrow, so when I go back to work Wednesday, I'll drive it to work Wednesday, and I'll probably drive it to go get the kids from school and stuff, just to make sure this baby all the way back. But I think she back. I mean, she feel good. Now I can start working on the cosmetics on it. See how long, make sure that check engine light stay off. I'm gonna probably let it run out of gas. Just let it run. Charge that battery back up. Yes, sir. I gotta figure out what fog lights to take too. Well, them headlights look 1,000 times better, man. I actually see in there. And hopefully at night them lights actually project out. Look good. Now that clicking noise you hear, that's the timing chain guide. It's plastic, it's inside of there. And you have to take the engine apart in order just to replace that one little plastic piece. It don't hurt the drivability or nothing like that, so just leave it for right now. Yeah, man, them lights look 1,000 times better. I think this baby gonna drive 1,000 times better. Yes, sir. Go time, man. But I'm leaving work right now. We're about to put this baby on the highway. So like I said, I noticed when you throw it in drive, it got a nice little jerk. And then when she shifts out of first into second, she got a little jerk too. See? But like I said, motor mount could help that out. Not sure, but other than that, this morning she drove fine. Got it up to speed, got it caught up the temp real good. She ain't do no extra jerking or nothing like that. Only jerking it do is from first to second. When it's shifting out of first into second gear, she do a little jerk then. But other than that, man, I think the Max is back. Baby driving good. Headlight shine good at night, man. Listen. All right, so she shifted out of first into second. That time, that probably was second and third. Max drive good, dog. Like I had to turn the AC on. It got a little hot out here today. Today is the day before Thanksgiving, so November 26th. About to go home, get in my truck, go get my grill out the storage unit. We're gonna smoke some turkey legs. Probably gonna throw something else up there and let it just smoke low and slow. Just let it smoke all night. You ain't gotta worry about doing nothing tomorrow. See, she shifted in a second. Boom. Other than that, man, the baby drive good, man. I think the Max is better. To be honest with you. That's that damn car over there. Look like a 350 or Infinity making all that damn noise. Little kid trying to run with the Max, baby. You cannot run with the Max. Oh yeah. That baby. They playing in the Saturn, I'm gone. What was that? Central. Nah, that's a Saturn. Oh yes, sir. Max is back. It's a smooth driving car, man. Only issue was that jerking. Like after you were driving for like I said, after you were driving for about 20-30 minutes, you might be at a traffic light. And when you go to hit the gas, you let off the brake to go to hit the gas, it'll jerk, it'll like rev up and jerk. So that was the only issue with this car, know what I mean? And it got that ticking noise from that timing chain guide, but I ain't even worried about that. That's something I'll fix in the future. once I get me a shop and a lift and all that good stuff. Other than that, man, the Max is driving wonderful. AC blowing good right now. I got the heat back blowing good. It wasn't too cold this morning, so I ain't have to use the heat, but she is back. Got this baby on the highway. Yes, sir. No check engine light. This stupid ass person right here just gonna cut off right in front of me. Dumb as hell, and then drive slow. But yeah, man, the Max back, man. I'll check back in with y'all when I get to the crib. Let's get it. Alright, YouTube, I just got finished swapping that alternator out. Quick, fast. It ain't taking up about a good hour. I'm gonna be honest, if I had some power tools, probably would have took me less than that. I gotta get me another electric ratchet. Yes, sir. Boom, I know that battery there, so I'm about to hit it with this jump box. See if we can fire this baby up. And we'll see if the alternator is charging the battery now. Alright, this baby got 3 bars. See what she working with. I'm gonna put it straight on the battery back here. Get a little cold start action. Sounds so damn good. And I gotta redo the exhaust on this back part over here broke. I know I showed y'all that a while back. I don't know why I be smoking from both sides like that. I don't know what's up with that. It'll do it like after it's been sitting for a while. It'll do it like when you first start it up, and then it'll stop. I want is the oil coming out of the valve covers. I don't know. I know I did an oil change not so long ago too. So if you look on this front, that alternator new, that water pump new, that power steering pump new. Everything on the front of this motherfucker new now. I need to clean under here. I need to clean the engine bay of all my cars, but especially this one, because I replaced that power steering pump a while back because they used to leak, and this power steering fluid all over. That's why that head looked like that, and that head looked like that. Clean. But yeah, man, I think the charger's back. What's up, girl?
Yes, sir.
Hey. What's up, y'all? What up? What you reaching for, boy? Come back this way, Bubba. Come back this way. I just got the trunk open because I had to jump this baby off.
Oh, you just looking at the back of the truck.
Yeah, I had to get to the battery. Yeah, I'll get on that curb. Get on that sidewalk. But yeah, so we charge it back on the road, baby. I gotta glue that phone back up.
What's that?
Huh? That's the engine cover.
And Daddy, when you need somebody to vlog your day,
Yeah, baby. I just need to put your hand right quick so I can put that engine cover back on. But yeah, YouTube. I think I gotta put some more antifreeze in here. The reservoir kind of empty. All right, YouTube. Now we back on the charger. It's about a week later from where I swapped out the alternator. Close to a week. I did it over the weekend. Today, Wednesday. Boom. On my way to drop the kids off at daycare this morning, the radiator hose came loose again. Now around Halloween, this hose had messed up on me. So I replaced it. And it's a clamp back there. Kind of hard to get to. Like right there. And I thought I had that baby good and tight, but I guess it wasn't. It came all the way off this morning. So I got that tightened up real good. Piece of work getting down there. Especially with these type of clamps. It used to have the other type of clamp where you just squeeze it with like some needle noses. But now I'm about to add antifreeze in it. So there's a little plug right here on the front of the water pump. You remove that plug and then you fill the reservoir up. You fill the reservoir up with antifreeze until you see something coming out of that plug. And then you plug it back up, start the vehicle, and finish adding the antifreeze to the car. Now that's the way you burp or you bleed or burp the coolant system on this Hemi engine. Now as long as I don't have this car, I never known that. I replaced the water pump. I didn't even do that when I replaced the water pump. So I guess we were driving that long with an air pocket in it because I replaced the water pump like 9 months ago. It was at the beginning of this year. I want to say around March. So yeah, that's wild. But I'm about to fill this baby up again. Get it back right. Daily drivers don't want to let me be great, boy. And the bubble. So the bubble, about 2-3 weeks ago, the bubble acted up on me. It got a drain plug at the bottom of the radiator. Now when I first got the bubble, I put that radiator in the new radiator, new thermostat, and I put it in there. So for some reason, it keep blowing that drain plug out the bottom of the radiator. That's wild. So the bubble over there at Aunt house, And y'all know these Chryslers and stuff take their own kind of antifreeze, so that's what I got for it right here. And we're gonna let that do its thing. Alright, so now she's shooting up. Y'all see that? Plug it up. Plug that baby up. And now we can start her up and finish adding fluid. But yeah, like I said, man, I done had this car almost 10 years. I got this baby in 2016. I got this car in 2016. Many times I done dealt with cooling problems, switching out thermostats and stuff like that. I never knew that was the correct way to add fluid. I'm gonna start this baby up. Yes, sir. Yeah, I hear that him and that baby quiet. When I first purchased this car, I purchased it as a daily driver. Like I said, I only had about 10 years. She gonna become a project, you feel me? I want a Hellcat swap this bitch. I want to get a Hellcat from the auction, and I want to do an engine and interior swap, you feel me? I seen a video, dude did some slick shit with a bumper, with a new model bumper. He basically put them bitches together. Top part of this bumper, bottom part of the new bumper. That shit was fire. Fire. I'd probably do that too. I'm gonna be honest, we've been having some goddamn problems out of the daily drivers. So we probably gonna go get some new daily drivers. The Max back running, the Charger back running. Like I said, we purchased both of these cars over 10 years ago. So you know what I'm saying? It's been a while since we had a car payment. Yeah, probably roughly about 7, 8 years since we had a car payment. And it's time. I'm saying we about to lock in on our house. And when we get our house, we're going to get some new cars. I want me a truck, she want her a car. So we're going to get some new vehicles. Like I said, so at the end game, this will become a project. I don't get rid of none of my cars. I know a lot of people be in the comments like the Avi and the Tahoe, even though them two, they donors, I'm not interested in selling none of the body parts or none of that, you know what I'm saying? They're my toys I like to play with, so I'm not getting rid of them. That's just me. I don't get rid of my, especially if they still run here. Even if they don't run, I'm gonna play with it. Never know, one day I might want to soup some shit up and take it to the track. But the end game for this baby, this my baby. We done been through war together. I used to work for a roofing company, and I used to travel. So the roofing company, they paid to travel. Made so much motherfucking money working with that company. But anyway, this is what I drove everywhere. State to state, city to city. This was my daily driver to my construction job as a roofer. But yeah, this baby gonna be a toy. Now I see some steam going on over here. What's going on? She don't heat it up. Oh yeah, cause it was fucking antifreeze everywhere. Cause that hose right there had came off. So when I pulled out of the daycare, when you look behind the car, all you see was a motherfucking cloud of steam. You would have thought I was doing the meanest fucking burnout, but nah. This bitch was shooting antifreeze out everywhere. But yeah, this, like I told you, I bought this car 2016. The engine that was in the stock engine was in the, had 93,000 miles on it when I bought it. So a year later, I think I had put about 9,000 miles because it was right over 100,000 miles. I think, yeah, I put about 10,000 miles on it. It had like 103,000 miles when the engine, the stock engine that was in that bitch, dropped the valve seat into the piston, tore the engine up. So 2017, this engine right here was put in there. This engine had 68,000 miles on it. Cost me $6 grand to get it, for the engine, get it installed. Knowing what I know now, being hands-on, like I said, I was working multiple jobs then, construction, all kinds of jobs. But anyway, I paid a motherfucker $6,500 to swap this engine out. And ever since, this engine ain't made a tick. The other engine had what they call the famous Hemi tick. That's a sign. If your shit got that famous Hemi tick, just know you better count your motherfucking days. Cause sooner or later, it ain't gonna be no tick, cause the motherfucker ain't gonna start up no more. The engine gonna be done for. But like I said, ever since I had this engine, man, I keep it up to par. No ticking on this engine. Motherfucker run flawless. I just been having to do little maintenance shit. You know, car this old shit. It's a 06. She damn near 20 years old. She about to be a dub. So I just had to, you know what I'm saying, this come over time, replacing all the stuff, pumps and stuff. Front end being redone. I done redone the front end a couple of times. I never done anything to the rear end. I never changed the rear end fluid. I know, shut the hell up. But I'm gonna get around to doing that because I gotta do the rear suspension. You know, I got independent suspension back here. You got control arms and shit just like the front. I gotta do the rear suspension, and while I'm back there messing with the rear suspension, I'm gonna go ahead and do the diff fluid. I ain't never changed that diff fluid, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, look at it. Look at that tire. That's what all the antifreeze was shooting out of that motherfucker. Look at that. But yeah, I ain't gonna do too much more talking, man. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this baby up with antifreeze, and I might shoot over here to see. Cause I bought this little drain plug from Autoone. I just went, and I'm gonna see if I can put this in the bubble. I don't know. It got a whole bunch of like when you type it in on the internet, it got a whole bunch of different like universal little drain plugs. They can go for GM or different auto brands. So I'm gonna go try it. It don't look like the one that was in there, cause the one that I put in there a couple weeks ago, the same thing happened. So I took the one out of the stock radiator that was summer rain stock radiator. That's why I keep a lot of my old parts too, man. Just don't be throwing shit away or selling shit all the time. You never know when you might need it. But anyway, I replaced it. A couple weeks later, it did the same thing. I don't know why the hell it's shooting that drain plug out, but I'm gonna see if this one will go in there and screw in. Fingers crossed. And I can plug it up, fill it up so I can get my baby home. It's over there at Aunt house. Yeah, it's over there at Aunt house. It was on the highway. Motherfucker started tripping, jumped right off the highway, parked right in front of Aunt crib. Aunt be needing some company anyway. Go over there, kick the shit with him, see if I can see what's going on with the radiator. Not trying to put no new radiator in it. Honestly, I tried to put the one that I had in Ruby. I tried to put that in there just to get it home. Didn't quite work out. That's why I ended up pulling that drain plug out of the other one to put in there. Well, I ain't gonna do too much more talking, man. I'm gonna, cut y'all back on when I got some action. Alright, YouTube. Take this baby on a little trip right quick. Make sure everything alright with her. Let me over here. I gotta go check on the bubble. Like I was just telling y'all, I was gonna try that drain plug, but I jumped on the LKQ website to see if they had some caprices out there. It looked like they got a 95 and a 93 out there. So I'm gonna go see if the radiator's still in it, if one of them radiators still got the plug in it. So yeah, we're gonna take the charge on a little ride right quick. Make sure this baby doing what she's supposed to do. Staying up the temps, keeping it cool. Back that bullshit, I'm gonna get in that left lane. This sunroof, I can hear some wind coming through this sunroof. I gotta see about putting a new seal on that. I gotta redo the headliner too. Y'all can see it's hanging down up there by the mirror. I gotta once I redo that headliner, see about putting a new seal around that sunroof. Told y'all this baby 20 years old, boy. 20 years old. Trying to get on my shit so I can goddamn get me a garage for all my toys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta have enough space. When I get my house, I gotta have enough space. I want a garage attached to the house. Then I want enough space to be able to build me, you know what I'm saying, shop / garage, store my toys. And have somewhere to work on them at. That's the plan, man. That's the plan. Get my forever home, dog. And customize. What you breaking for, baby? What you breaking for? Yeah, go and put that signal on. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'll probably end this video off right here. And I'll probably do a junkyard run video, which will be next. So yeah, man, y'all jump off in that comment section. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you ain't no subscriber. Yes, sir. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. I'm out. Peace.